All right, you want to get into a little sports page?
Let's do.
Fellers.
Besides golf, anything else happen?
Well, real quick, some of the payouts on the PGA Championship. It was a record purse, $20.5 million. Aaron Rai takes home $3.7 mil. Second place guys, John Rahm, Alex Smalley took home about $1.8 million, I believe.
I think they said afterwards, Alex Smalley made a putt that no one cared about, but it made him $1 million.
Oh,
made the last putt he made.
Isn't that crazy?
Made him $1 million
because he tied for second.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rai is very happy, not just because he won the PGA Championship, but he takes home $3.7
These guys
million.
make so much money, Jason. I'm not sure they even really.
They don't even realize the money.
They don't even think about it at the. It's all about the trophy. Yep. And think about it. You win a major.
Yep.
You just need to win one more, and you're automatically qualified for the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
You could go to the Hall of Fame with one major if you have enough regular tournament wins. I mean, it just puts you in another stratosphere. You're in Hall of Fame contention when you win a major. That's how big it is.
Yeah, it's huge for his career. Huge. And he seems like a really good dude.
Universally.
I mean, he doesn't show any emotion, didn't show much emotion on the course, but he seems like a good dude.
They talked to him afterwards, and they said, Rory said you're not going to find a person on the lot that doesn't like you or something to that extent, that doesn't like this guy. And he said, this is how nice he is. He said, well, I think everybody on tour is really nice for the most part. You know what I mean? He just deflected.
Right.
Just a nice guy.
How about Rory telling the fan to shut the F up?
After he
hit it in the
said
trap.
USA, though. It's not like he said F you.
I know, but I got to imagine he was saying something else.
Allegedly, he said it USA. I don't know. Rory is hit or miss with me.
Yeah.
Not huge on him.
I wouldn't be surprised if that guy was following Rory for a few holes and
he could have been
dropping some F-bombs.
Listen, I'm sure he gets taunted throughout. It's got to be brutal to play in front of drunk fans.
All right, I didn't watch Game 7 last night. The Cavs pummeled the Pistons in Detroit, 125-94. The Cavs will now play the Knicks.
How surprising is it, though,
Finals.
that they don't win at home in Game 6, and then they win
by 30.
Game 7. I'm telling you, my Anthony Davis target is the Detroit Pistons. They need offense. I don't know if they would pull the trigger. They need to shake it up. They've been very good the last 2 seasons. They have Cade Cunningham, but they obviously aren't good enough. They need something else. Anthony Davis to Detroit.
You're calling it?
At the deadline?
I'm not calling it. That's just that would be my destination.
Sense.
And I don't know. Now you got to match salaries. Like, how much does Jalen Duren get paid? Like, trade for Jalen Duren and get a draft pick.
I mean, the Pistons starters hit 14 buckets the entire game.
You know who was a dud in Game 7?
They shot 35%.
To continue his reputation, luckily got bailed out by Jared Allen.
Harden, I know. Harden was coming.
James Harden.
I know.
It's truly amazing what happens to him in Game 7s.
Yeah, Mitchell's just so fun to watch.
He's one of the all-time best scorers. And then in clutch moments in the playoffs, he stinks.
Yep. I know. I was thinking the same thing.
I think Cleveland is going to be a good match for the Knicks.
It's going to be fun. I definitely want to watch some of the OKC San Antonio series, but I don't know what time those games will start. Will they start around 8:30?
Probably
9 o'clock.
Looks like 8:05 for the Cleveland New York series and 8:30 for San Antonio.
Yep.
The Western Conference just seems so much sexier. I don't know why. Just seems that way.
Well, it's got the 2-time MVP in SGA.
SGA wins back to
back.
back.
It's got Wemby.
Yeah, it's just more recognizable for the general fan. I'd say.
I'm not saying he didn't deserve the MVP, but he didn't lead any of the categories. Like Jokic led the league in assists, in rebounds. Doncic led the league in
You're
points.
very anti-SGA because you think he flops all the time.
Well, I know he flops.
You're anti-SGA.
No, he's very good, but
it's not one of his guys.
He doesn't lead the league in anything. I guess he leads the league in MVPs.
Yeah, but he's second in scoring. He's top 12 in field goal percentage, and from a guard that's really good.
I said he's a great player.
Yeah,
and his team gets best record every year. He's better than good. He's a great
I think people
player.
got sick of giving Jokic the award.
Maybe that's always an element of that. They want to move on to the next. There's always a little bit of element of that.
Well, anyway, so Game 1 is tonight, Western Conference Finals in OKC. OKC lays 6.5. Total is 220.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting about the NBA teams is Sam Presti gets all this love for being the best executive, and he's built up the Oklahoma City Thunder mostly with draft picks. Obviously, SGA was part of a trade. The Knicks, who I think are the favorite in that series, right, against Cleveland, they don't have one starter that they drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Brunson was in Dallas. You
Didn't
go through
realize
the
that.
list. All their players came from different teams.
So that series,
They traded, right? They picked up Mikal Bridges. OG Anunoby was elsewhere.
Big Cat, not their guy.
Big Cat came from Minnesota.
Yep.
yeah. So that starts Tuesday. So that starts tomorrow. Western Conference starts tonight. Eastern Conference starts tomorrow. New York's a 7.5-point favorite in Game 1 at the Garden.
Drab, I see you dying to chime in. Is it on the SGA?
No,
hate?
I wasn't dying to chime in, but you can't just look at and say, well, Jokic is leading the league in assists, so it's voter fatigue. Jokic is great. I mean, you could make a case for either one, but SGA, I mean, he's a phenomenal player.
Yeah,
he
he's a
leads
great
his team
player.
in every category, by far the best team in the league, and they're so consistent. And SGA, just because this new thing of that he flops or
He doesn't like him.
I know, but you can't tell me that watching the games, SGA isn't a great player.
He's a great player.
I said he was a great player.
No. You said he was
And
very
he's,
good.
He's
a
a
great
worthy
player.
MVP for
He's
sure.
He's
And as is
going to the
Jokic.
Hall of Fame. Very good players don't necessarily go to the Hall of Fame. Great players go.
And the Nuggets weren't nearly as good this year. So
That's
Jokic
true.
isn't the most valuable player.
Yeah. But, I mean, obviously, a lot of people agree with you. Jokic was 8th in points, by the way, 1st in rebounds, 1st in assists. I'm just saying he's an excellent player, and I think that people just got sick of voting him as the top player.
I think and maybe if the team had a better season, maybe he would have won it. Well, didn't he miss some time for an injury? Did he have an injury this year?
He didn't miss that much time.
I thought he had an
missed any.
injury.
I mean, if the Nuggets won whatever it was, 65 games or whatever,
Yeah.
he would have won the award.
Probably, yeah. I think Mr. Bickle's going to the Nats-Mets game tonight.
Tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow. Okay.
I don't think it's going to rain yet. I think it might
no.
start raining on Wednesday, though.
It's going to be warm, but you don't mind the warm temps.
No, I like warm.
It's going to be 95 tomorrow,
Well,
I believe.
that's 95 is not warm.
Yeah, that's
I'm
hot.
sorry.
That's
That's
hot.
That's like
Yeah, but when you
scorching
go,
hot.
I mean, I'm going to go to the game at 6 p.m.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but
you'll miss most of it.
Yeah.
It'll be 90 at 6 p.m.
Believe me,
Yeah.
I
He
prefer
doesn't
that.
care. He likes that.
I like heat. Don't I do not like cold, so I would take it over cold.
Well, then Tuesday's a day for you.
yeah.
So the Nats had a chance to sweep the Orioles yesterday, but lost 7-3. So they're still 23-24. But they did get the
They
500,
did get to the 500. Yep.
which is
Pretty big. 46 games in. If you had thought a third of the way through, essentially, a little
Yeah.
short of a third of the way through, that the Nats would be at 500,
you'd be very surprised.
be very surprised. You'd have bet all the money against it, like cakes.
Yeah.
Yes, would have been
Yeah.
a huge bet against it.
So they're going to play
I
start
would
that
have bet
series.
for it though and lost. I'd be on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's something crazy.
So
would
Juan
happen.
Soto coming back to town. Juan Soto and the Mets came back and beat the Yankees. They were down 6-3, I believe, in the 10th. Or I'm sorry, they were down 6-3, and they come back and win in 10, 7-6.
Team that I
Because
see that is making a
Tyrone
move
Taylor hit a 3-run bomb in the extras.
is the Phillies since Donnie Baseball. Don Mattingly took over as manager. I think they're 16-5.
So crazy,
You know how many bombs Schwarber has now?
20, I believe.
20.
Crazy.
Well, Bryce hit one yesterday off Skeens. They pummeled Skeens. Paul Skeens has been having a great year, but they got to him. Skeens gave up 5 runs in 5 innings. That's usually
Happens to
unheard
the
of.
best of them.
I
Happens
know.
to the best of
I
them.
know. And Zach Wheeler is now 3-0 with a 1.99 ERA. And Bryce Harper hit number 12. So the Phillies, yes, since Mattingly took over, they are hot. So it'll be interesting to see. But so it'll be Nats Mets this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you're going tomorrow, and that's a night game.
Yeah, who's
6:40.
pitching tomorrow? Can you tell me? Although we won't be behind home plate, which is I haven't been to a Nats game. This is going to sound terrible. Kate. I haven't been to a Nats game where I'm not literally in the first row in years. So
Tomorrow
I'll be
it's-
probably like the 5th row or 10th row, but I'm not going to be the first row, and I'm a little heartbroken about it.
Yeah. I think he'll get over
tomorrow. It's Nolan McLean, I believe, for the Mets, who's pretty good. He's got a 2.9.
I also have to pay for
ERA.
my food because I don't have access to the Terra Club.
That's a real dagger.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst
hurts.
part. Yeah.
It's
Jeez.
McLean against Foster Griffin, and Griffin his last
Okay.
time out gave up 9 runs, I believe.
Yeah, but he's decent.
Yeah, so no, it'll be fun. Cakes, there is a Game 7 tonight in hockey.
There is?
Yeah. Montreal, Buffalo, Game 7 in Buffalo.
What's the over-under? 6.5 goals?
I don't have the total in front of me. Buffalo's a slight favorite at home. Didn't Montreal just pummel Buffalo? Was that in Game 6?
Believe. No. Didn't Buffalo?
Oh, Buffalo went to Montreal.
Buffalo destroyed Montreal
8-3.
to force
it was Game
7.
5 that Montreal beat Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a lot of goals scored in that series, right?
Yes.
Real
I
quick.
just need whoever advances to beat drab T-shirts Carolina Hurricanes, who apparently never lose ever.
Real quick,
in the NHL
men's
playoffs.
D1 lacrosse Final Four is in. It's going to be Notre Dame. It's going to be Cuse that beat Carolina by 2 on Saturday. Yesterday, Princeton beat Penn State by 4, 14-10. And locally, Georgetown got pummeled by Duke. Mm-hmm. So you've got your Final Four. Princeton, Duke, Syracuse, Notre Dame.
I don't know if there's one team
on the women's
can root for that in that foursome.
No, but on the women's side, you can root for the Terps.
Can root for the Lady Terps. Okay,
I believe
we'll do that.
I believe they're in the Final Four.
Cool. Who are they taking on?
They're playing North Carolina. That will be on Friday at 3 p.
Okay, got it.
And then that's one semifinal, and then Hopkins is playing Northwestern on the other side.
I'll be several surf sides in at 3 p.m. on Friday.
Perennial powers. Right there on the women's side and really on the men's side.
Yep. So you got men's lacrosse Final Four and then women's lacrosse Final Four this weekend. There you go.
Very good. Remember, later in the show, David Aldridge is going to join us. We can talk about the Wizards, their number 1 pick, Luke Thomas on Combat Sports, the return of Conor McGregor. But next, right down the street, there were some shenanigans. We'll tackle that
Shenanigans
here
is a
on the
very
Junkies.
Very light word for it.